Okay, so a week ago, I actually did an unboxing of the Apple Watch Ultra 2, the one you see right here. And I have a few opinions on it. First of all, if we look right here, you can see that it isn't too big. And you would see that it's not too big. It's not as big as you'd think it was. Now it is a bit of a glossy screen, admittably, so it does get fingerprints and whatnot from time to time, but thanks to it being so waterproof, that does tend to come off. Now, as you guys saw in the unboxing, I actually chose the trail loop, I believe it's called. And honestly, it's probably my favorite loop. My old Apple Watch, I didn't like the default thing it came with, so I actually bought my own. I should also note that the Apple Watch I had before was an Apple Watch Series 6. So this is not only quite bigger, but it is quite upgraded. So it's a leap in upgrade, like 3 generation leap, I believe. The thing is, I thought that was going to be super, like so big and bulky that I wouldn't like it. But I actually do like it quite a bit. But I do have some gripes, okay? And I'm going to talk about those in this video. First gripe being that double tap does not always work, okay? It's in its early days. For those of you guys that don't know, double tap it's supposed to be one of those you can double tap, you know. It's supposed to be tap this and this finger, but I find it more middle and thumb works better for me most of the time. Which is when it works at all. Like I said, it's not perfect. It works sometimes, it doesn't work other times. It's not super reliable, but when it does work, it's super cool. I'm hoping it's more of a software-based thing so they can actually tune it. I'm hoping it's not a whole have to wait till next generation thing because that is a bit annoying. But yeah, the Apple Watch Ultra 2, it is honestly, it looks very similar to the one. Before I got this, I did my research and was able to look up videos on the Ultra 1 and see how people liked that. Because, like I said, it looks very similar. In fact, one of the only way to tell you're using a 2 from a 1 is, in fact, the double tap feature. So I find that kind of funny. I'm sure there's other differences that you'll notice, like I'm sure the new chip in it actually does make things faster, but I don't have an Ultra 1 to compare this to, so I gotta go just on my opinion on that. But yeah, would I recommend spending a bunch of money to get this as an upgrade? Okay, so it depends. On one hand, I would say if you are worried about any amount of bulk at all, and you are worried about you're not using a lot of the features, I don't use a lot of the features already either. Let's actually talk battery life, speaking of. So, This usually ends up lasting me, well, okay, in the week since I've had it, exactly 7 days since I've had it, it has only told me to plug it up once. Once, literally once. I only charged it once. I'm still on. Now, I'm not a heavy user by any means. I don't watch YouTube on it. Every now and then I'll check my email on it, but mostly I use my phone and computer for that. I'll check and respond to some text messages on it, maybe talk a little bit on it from time to time, although I'm pretty sure I look crazy when I talk on it because to other people, when I'm walking around, I just look like I'm talking to myself. So, yeah. But yeah, the battery life, it's been great, especially upgrading from a Series 6. The battery life is amazing. We'll see how it is in a month, in a year, in 2 years, because I don't plan on upgrading this watch right away in the future, like when they come out with the Ultra 3 and whatnot. I don't know, but there will have to be some crazy feature that entices me because, this as it is right now, it's pretty brilliant. It even has a compass, which, every Apple Watch has a compass, so that's not really a super big feature. But yeah, I was just surprised. It's not as bulky as I thought it would be. It, uh, the battery life is amazing, and there's just so many pluses for it. The only cons for it are the double tap doesn't always work, which some people would say was a gimmick feature to begin with. So I guess no harm, no foul there. But when it does work, it works well. And another con would be the price, I suppose, because this is pretty expensive. I think it's around 800 or so dollars, not entirely sure. And you could get the base series 9, I believe, for around maybe 400. So basically you could get two of those for the price of one of these. So yeah, it's really up to you whether you find it useful or not. The extra action button is nice because I actually have a video on how you can program a shortcut to use on your Apple Watch. And the action button lets you program a shortcut as well. So the action button lets me have a shortcut to my shortcut, as it were. So that's it's actually very handy. Is it $800 worth handy, or should I say 400? Because if I'm paying about 400 for the Series 9, I'd be paying 400 more for the added features. Like I said, I'm not super big outdoorsy type. So I'm basically spending 400 more for that action button, which I don't think it worth it just for the action button. The action button is cool, but overall, do I regret my purchase? No, I do not. And that's what I want you guys to take away from this, I suppose. And if you made it this far into the video, feel free to subscribe. Also, let me know if you guys like this whole box format thing that I'm doing, or would you rather like big all the way throughout the whole screen, whatnot? Because I feel like this method lets me talk to you guys more about stuff. I could just show you guys all B-roll footage non-stop and whatnot, but I like actually talking with you guys. It's like I'm having a real conversation with you guys. My opinions, my point of view. Oh, I should also, it's worth noting that this is the iPhone 14 Pro. So I actually don't get to use that added feature that, pin precise finds your phone for you. So keep that in mind, but I don't think that's really a here nor there for me. Maybe for people that lose their phone a whole lot, but yeah. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, comment section below. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.